So you've probably lost money in crypto before. I'm assuming so, right? Everybody has. And at this point, you're probably confused as to why it seems like every time you buy, you lose, and every time you sell, you end up being wrong. Well, that's because of liquidations. Now, we're going to talk about liquidations today because this is one of the most important lessons there is to learn in crypto because it controls absolutely everything. This is what the market chases. And the way you really need to think about it is it's like a fish eating its fucking food. Or, a whale eating its food. Like, the liquidations is the fuel for the market, and that's exactly why everything that you've seen happen in crypto has happened up to this point because of liquidations and manipulation. But we'll get into that. Now, what is a liquidation? We're going to get into this now. I don't really know the best way to describe it, but a liquidation is the exchange force closing your leveraged position. And it could even mean that you just got liquidated on your position, meaning you were forced to sell yourself, or you just couldn't hold the pain any longer. And normally, whenever you enter a trade on one of these exchanges, you have something called a liquidation price where you can see it on your screen like, hey, if XRP or Bitcoin reaches this price, you're going to get liquidated. That means your fucking account's blown, or whatever trade that you're entered is going to get closed, and then you pretty much lose. It's a forcefully exited position when it comes to like the trading side of things, and you can also kind of apply it to when you are forced to sell, because everybody's done that at one point where you are holding a bag and you're like, this isn't looking too good, or damn, like I'm holding some deep red right now. Let me just cut my losses. That in a way is a liquidation. You're liquidating your position, and it still kind of applies to what we're talking about here. But what nobody tells you about this shit is your liquidation is visible to everybody, including the whales and the manipulators that are running this game. Now, it's not your name, but it's the price where your leveraged positions are going to pretty much get closed, and it is all over the place. I mean, literally everything is mapped from the start of your position to the end of your position. We can see absolutely everything, and if I can see it and you could see it, you could best believe your ass that these hedge funds and these big institutions, these people that want to gobble you the fuck up, they can see it as well, and they probably have even crazier stuff than we do. So I just want you to keep that in your head for this whole episode. Now, I want to talk about this for a second because it's very interesting, but some people are confused as to why you need to even be liquidated, because I've heard the argument sometimes people say like, oh man, shouldn't everybody just buy and price just keeps going up, or the same on the opposite side. But look, you need to understand that big money cannot fill its size without liquidity, and nothing is more liquid than force orders from you. A liquidation isn't just you losing money, it's a force order hitting the market. Now stack thousands of them. I mean, probably, I don't know how many people are trading a day, but literally tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of trades a day in the crypto market. That is a pile of guaranteed orders, guaranteed fuel sitting at a known location that I'll show you guys in a second that fires automatically when price touches it. So that's really the game. That is getting you out of your bag completely is the business model, and that's what they need to fuel the next move up or the next move down. It happens all the time, and it's even happening in today's market right this second, and it actually is pretty fucking crazy. So how do you even track some of this stuff? Well, again, I've made your life a million times easier. If you aren't already through this whole series, you got to be on Market Mirror. It's on iOS and Android. We have liquidation maps. We have liquidation max pain. We have any indicator that you need to find clusters or find where the money's heading next. Because like I said, in terms of level strategy, risk management, all these other things I've taught you so far, liquidations are near the top. Like, it's up there, dude, because this is what moves the market. This is like the magnet that is pulling the market to some of these levels and some of the other things that we've talked about. But it really is some of the same logic as the level strategy. Clusters are where the money is attracted to, just kind of like a level. So for example, like right now in this market, if you guys are aware, we've been chopping here for a minute. We have not really decided where we're going to head on stuff like XRP. We've literally just been sitting down here for, I mean, this is probably going on what? Damn near 60 days, dude. Damn near 60 days we've been sitting down here at this low, which is brutal. But this is exactly what we're talking about. This is the market kind of deciding, where price is going to head next. And during these times, things get a little crazy. And that's where Market Mirror comes into play. This is my app, as you can see on screen. And in this app, you can see absolutely everything, like I've told you guys a million times throughout the series. But if you click this lightning bolt, which is a liquidation tab, you can see exactly what the liquidations are looking like in real time. And this will kind of give you an idea on, okay, hey, price is either really bullish or bearish, or price is heading here or there. It'll really give you the exact, idea of what your favorite coin is doing. For example, Bitcoin has $18 million in liquidation. So this is people betting on the market, thinking it's going to go down. They've getting absolutely fucking wrecked. You got Ethereum at 68 million. You got XRP at 640,000. Some more longs have been wrecked than shorts. You got Solana at 4.7 million. But if you scroll down, so this is obviously an order book. You can see what the whales are trading in real time. But if you scroll down here, I want to talk about this for a second. This is something called liquidation max pain. Now, this is one of my favorite things on the app because as a scalper, if you're trying to bet on like a short-term move or get a little idea of where the liquidation clusters are sitting in real time, you can look at some of these things and say, okay, look, example on Bitcoin right now, it's a long cascade is more likely. So there's $2 million more in liquidation stacked below if price gravitates towards 63.8 instead of 65.100. Now, will that mean 100% that will go down and this is 100% surefire? No, but it does give you an idea on what actually occurs in this market daily, and it's extremely useful. For example, on XRP, it says that we're evenly balanced right now. Longs and shorts are probably the same, so you probably need to wait like a couple extra hours to kind of see, you know, which side this is teetering towards. But over time, if you pay attention to this indicator, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The price just chases these liquidation clusters. That's all it does. We'll get into that later, but I really wanted to show you one other thing that I think is extremely useful, which is this. This is our liquidation map on the app. Now, this liquidation map is so fucking cracked because it gives you in real time data on what is more likely in the long term, whether it's a short squeeze or a long squeeze. You can see here. So for example, on the 7-day on Bitcoin, there is $24 billion longs at risk. So that's down here. And you have 48 billion shorts at risk up here, which again, I've been telling you guys throughout this whole series, I believe that we've bottomed and I believe things are going to go up. This further supports that because there's way more money sitting to the upside than there is the downside. And the most logical move, think about in probability, what's the most logical outcome? We go chase the little shrimp money sometimes, we go for the big money. Now this is, like I said, a little bit more even, right? So we've been chopping for a long time, you know, about 60 days ago, probably at the time where he dumped, all the liquidations were to the upside. You know what I mean? So once we chop, you kind of get a bit of a mixed image in my opinion, but looking at the 30-day, you kind of get a more clear image of what's actually happening. So if we switch to the 30-day, you can see the picture is a little bit more clear. There's $200 billion at shorts at risk up here all the way to 80K, and there's only 90 billion down here in the long liquidations. Again, just supporting the thesis that we are going to push up because there's more money sitting to the upside than there is the downside. Now, could we technically, you know, wipe out some of these clusters? Sure. Happens all the time, but it's a great visualizer to understand where price is going to head. Now on here as well, we also have widgets. So if you scroll down to the very bottom of the app, you can see click add widget. And you can see stuff like the liquidation heat map, liquidation countdown, liquidation history. We got a lot of stuff showing you where the liquidations are sitting. So this is a heat map in terms of just a quick glance at everything. You got your liquidation countdown, your liquidation history, and your liquidation radar, which shows you like the danger zones of where the big cluster is sitting in you know, short-term price action. So Bitcoin's $170 away from the 64.5 liquidity cluster. As you can see, we're sitting at 64.6 right now. So if we dump a little bit more, $2.4 billion in longs will be at risk and those people will get fucking wiped. So yeah, it happens, right? And if you go look, that's right there around that level that I've been telling you guys about. So a lot of people, this is a fucking battleground zone right here. Literally 64.5. This level right here, it's crucial. That's what we've been tugging at for the last couple weeks. Yeah, that's the liquidity clusters I've been talking about. It's pretty much exactly how I've been saying in terms of short squeezes. Everyone shorting equals cluster failing above that price. So you can kind of take it for that example I just showed you at 64.5 on Bitcoin, where there's a lot of clusters at that level that we have. Side note, guys, I'm trying to stay on track with some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to speak, dude. When I'm reading like a PDF of mine, it's a lot harder for me to get off track, but I'm having some trouble staying on track with this stuff, dude. I'm trying my hardest, guys. So if I get into a tangent or something, yeah, bear with me. This has been a long series so far. Let me try to say this without stuttering. Price rips up, shorts get liquidated, forced buys push price higher. Dude, I literally tried that 5 times, guys. I cut that shit out, obviously, but dude, that's crazy, bro. I thought I was having a stroke. But yeah, it's all powered by them. And here's a little blueprint on what to watch for a cascade, right? Dominoes that are happening in real time. Price gets pushed up into the first long cluster, for example. Those longs are forced sell, which drives price lower. Lower price trips the next cluster down. You see that? Bro, hold on. Don't cut that out, editor. You see that shit? Like, bro, it is, dude, these are tongue twisters I put on this shit. Lower price trips the next cluster down, more forced sells. That's a tongue twister, bro. I know it's not just me. And then tier after tier fires in seconds. That is the wick. Dude, I can't do it, bro. Guys, I'm about to just ditch this PDF and just talk myself, man. I just can't read and talk at the same time. I'm struggling. A 4% dip becomes a 12% wick in minutes. Then price snaps right back once the fuel is spent. And that is textbook definition for manipulation. I showed you guys that shit just a couple minutes ago. But I wanted to go through, and I showed you a little bit about the liquidation maps that we have, but I wanted to explain a little bit more. This is where the longs are sitting. So I showed you on the app, and this is where the short sides is sitting. Anytime that we touch one of these bars, so for example, oh shit, oh, the liquidations are done. Okay, like that cluster is gone, and that's what we're trying to hint at here. And the best way to think about it is the big bars are the magnets. Price gravitates towards the largest, and that's facts, right? Like that's 100% facts. And maybe before every trade, ask yourself, okay, what are the whales doing? Obviously, what's the liquidations looking like? Am I entering towards the target area, or am I going against it? And you also got to kind of justify if it's a short-term position or a long-term. I guess that will change, that question. But yeah, I guess if I were to describe the market mirror tool, I would say liquidation maps are more long term, and then max pain indicator is probably a little more short term. Like I said, the liquidation max pain, it shows the battlefield. The max pain is the next skirmish of clusters that you got, and really what it does is it reads which side the coin is about to feel the most pain, and that's your pump and dump likelihood that we're kind of calculating on the app. And it really is kind of just a confluence on your scalp trades. About to open an XRP long at your level, and max pain shows a short squeeze being towards your TP. That's a confluence, right? You should probably think, okay, damn, especially if it's a big one, right? And it's not just like a 200K cluster or something like that. That's two of your signals agreeing in real time. And if we go back to the liquidation max pain, after reading that, you'll see a clear idea of what I'm talking about. Like price literally just does gravitate towards these clusters, especially in times of a drought where shit's not happening and they gotta, they got to push the price to get people out their bags. I mean, that's all we've been doing for the last, I don't know, like I said, 60 days, 50 days, something like that. It's been brutal. It's been brutal for most people because it's just endless chop and it's endless despair. And 60 days crypto time where it's really just kind of shit, it feels like an eternity, you know what I mean? But this is really good to understand like your coin's likelihood of dumping or pumping. For example, this is a bigger one on something like Solana. It's more likely that we're going to sit there at the 73.70 area than 76.15, even though we're at 75.30. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I highly recommend playing around with this. It's really fun. It's really cool. And honestly, is a very useful indicator, if you want to call it that, for your strategy. But moving on, we got the liquidation pulse, okay? And I showed you this in the very beginning when I pulled up the app, but this is real-time liquidations. It's sometimes billions of dollars on the pair, which it's been crazy sometimes because when we first launched the app, we hadn't had that number be so big. And we experimented with it, but the shit was so fucking big, we had to kind of scale it down. During our beta, it was crazy. It was in the billions of dollars on Bitcoin. But yeah, sometimes you'll see billions of dollars on a pair, and that's like a really bloody day. That's a really brutal day in crypto. And we even have widgets, which aren't out yet, but we have them coming in one of the updates where it's like something that you could put on your screen, right? So it's like, for example, the market pulls. So we have the liquidation clusters right there, and it's really cool to see. That's going to be coming here soon. Stay on the lookout for that. But longs getting wrecked is bearish fuel. Obviously, shorts getting wrecked is bullish. You guys know this. And this is honestly where you could differentiate yourself from everybody else in retail, is just understanding why people are panicking and why there's red and why the move that's happening that day is happening. And you do that by understanding the data. You do that by using tools instead of just saying, oh, damn, price is down, bad day. You could really get a dive into what's happening when you hop on things like this and you can see in real time what the whales are doing. You know what I mean? Like, look at this shit, bro. You can literally see in real time what these whales are. It's honestly kind of crazy, bro. Imagine pulling $10 million on a short, dude. Fucking nuts. I want to be there someday. 10 mil on a single short. You got balls of steel, brother. That's the liquidation pulse. I really want you guys to understand that at tops, everyone is over ledger. Guys, I'm really losing it, man. I'm losing it today. Some days you have it, bro. Some days you have it. Some days you are just so on top of things, right? You just feel like a fucking machine. I know I do. And some days you're just like, damn, bro, like I literally just can't speak today, or I can't, you know what I mean? My brain is fried. Anyways, I'll get back to it. At tops, everyone's over leveraging long. Okay, we talked about this in some of the other episodes. When we're at tops, everybody's super bullish. Your fucking grandpa's buying shit. Everybody you know is buying stuff. That's over leveraging, and especially if people are trading, they're going to get cooked, right? They're buying the top. Euphoria equals max leverage, max greed. Liquidation fuel stacks massively below the price. So you see that on the liquidation maps. And then the dump, and that happens all the time. It's going to happen this next cycle when we go to all-time highs. Will obliterate everybody. And you can avoid that by understanding where the clusters are. Are you starting to get me here? And then at bottoms, there's doom everywhere. Everybody's shorting, fears, shorts pile in late, liquidation fuels, shifts price above. And then the squeeze, which goes straight to the top. It happens all the fucking time. So all in one, I wanted to talk about it. Let's run through this. The liquidation playbook. Check them out before every trade. So go on Market Mirror and literally just hop on your phone and look at where liquidations are sitting. Like I said, you can have all the data on here to see exactly what your favorite coin's doing. Like for example, XRP, still a ton of money sitting to the upside, almost 2x the amount of money sitting to the upside rather than the downside. So never park your liquidity into a cluster, which means if you have a liquidation price that's going to get fucked with everybody else, right? So say you're over leveraged on a Bitcoin long or some shit, and your liquidation's down there in the 50s or something. Like, bro, lower your leverage. Just be normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can extend it a little bit more if you're not risking so damn much, or if you have a proper stop loss or risk management strategy. Just don't be that guy. You know what I mean? You could use the max pain as scalp confluence. So like I told you guys, this is really good for just short-term trading. If there's panic in the market, just read the liquidation pulse. It's the best way to understand what's happening in real time. And then most importantly, just track the liquidations. Just fucking follow this shit. Log on every single day, or better yet, download Market Mirror and do the little widget I told you guys, which should be out by the time you're watching this. And you can just literally glance at it on your home screen or your lock screen and say, okay, hey, you know, it's bullish today or it's bearish. You can understand it a lot better. And I think it's extremely useful for most people. So yeah, everyone else finds out about liquidation when it happens to them. We've all been there. I've been liquidated. You've been liquidated. Fucking sucks, right? But we can prevent that from happening if we follow what the whales are doing and also follow the clusters, the levels, everything I've taught you to this point. It's very important. And I think that if you truly use some of these stuff that I'm telling you, I think that you will become a better trader because you're not blindly just following and clicking buttons that you shouldn't be doing. And you're using a little bit of data behind some of your decisions. So yeah, if you want all the tools I just showed you, head over to Market Mirror, download it. You got them all for free there. And then if you want all the plays automated and you want to skip all of this stuff, you don't want to trade, you don't want to deal with the liquidations, let us do it for you. We copy our trades to your account. You never have to trade again. So anytime I long or short anything at certain prices, it's done to your account. And I could just, like I said, every episode, I could just sit here and just, you know, I can just show you all day what we've been doing because we've been absolutely fucking crushing it. And this is honestly coming out the perfect time because we're on the 5th anniversary of TradeShip University, and I couldn't be happier, guys. I've been running this company for half a decade at this point, which is insane. We got many decades to come because crypto's not going anywhere. So yeah, if you want in on all that, DM us crypto on TradeShip, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in for episode 8. We're on probably the better half of the series. I don't know how many more episodes we got next, but man, we are still cooking with these shits, and I hope you guys have been enjoying. And you know, I'm recording these all in real time. And let me actually tell you guys what we are thinking for the next episode. So we went through everything in terms of longs, X liquidity, level strategy. Oh, the next episode gets fun. The next episode is what we're talking about. Is all about whales. Whale watching. Oh, you guys are gonna love this shit. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Should be good. And yeah, take care.